This is my old PC, and in this video I will show you how I managed to convert it into a NAS, a network attached storage.
Okay, we are going to install Ubuntu version 24.04 from this device. This is my USB boot device. This thing contains a Ventoy installer. So let's get started by plugging it in and oh you and ah and turn the computer on. Let this thing boot. And probably this thing would not boot. Great. Well, let's force it to boot manually then. Reset. Hitting F12. Bingo. And send this. Bingo. Okay, we have here Android no, Arch Linux no. Yes, I have installed Arch Linux before, but not on this thing. We are going to install 24.04 just like I said before. But oh, I need my glasses. I will back in a minute. So while waiting this thing to boot, I will tell you about the computer spec.
How about now? I will tell you. This PC use a GAH61M S2P R3 motherboard, and it has Intel Pentium G2030 from 2012 I think, or 2014, and it have 4 GB of RAM. Yes, only 4. For those who ask to use ZFS caching, no, I can't do that. It only have 4 GB of RAM, and it have 500 times 4, maximizing all SATA slot within the motherboard, and I need to use micro SD card for the operating system drive.
Finally. I do not know what. Oh, I do not know what happened with this thing. Well, at least it put to Linux. Sometimes it doesn't though. And I need to reboot it. Not in focus. Testing. Is it too small for you? Well, let's see in post then. Okay, we are using English because that's another language that I know. Okay, keyboard. I already knew mine was English, so Ubuntu. Okay. I have tried to install the minimalized version, but they do not have any text editor. Okay, joining Wi-Fi. Speaking of Wi-Fi, if you know that you will need Wi-Fi, I suggest it to set up the Wi-Fi at the setup process because canonical being canonical, they do not install the Wi-Fi support packages even though they said Wi-Fi support package will be installed. No, they don't. They do not install the WPA supplicant. I will get back with my Wi-Fi credential. Okay, I already got mine. Save, and it will get an IP in a minute. Hopefully not in a minute. In few seconds, I will pick my drink. Come on, pick it up. Wait, I think the credential is wrong. Why everything goes wrong when the camera start? I do not know why. Oh, the credential is wrong. Wait. Edit Wi-Fi. Oh, sorry. 566, not 556. That's why it. That's why it ain't getting the Wi-Fi connection. I think it will get an IP within a minute or so. Hopefully. Bingo! It got an IP. Haha. Done. This network doesn't have any. It. This network doesn't have any proxy, so skip. And yeah, I do not think I will need this for now. Continue. I will explain it in detail a bit further. Done. Okay. Why you are only using 13 gig? You have plenty. Edit. Delete. Yes, delete. Now, free space, logical volume, use it all, xt4, add root, create, done. I think that's it, that's all. Nothing more. Done. Continue. You have name. I do not think I needed a Ubuntu Pro, so bye. Yes, we will connect over SSH. After this, I choose to install it anyway. I do not think all of them, except Docker though, but I think I will not set that up for now. Okay, call it done. And we are installing. Okay, I have tried to install this operating system into a USB stick, but I do not know, for some reason it do not want to install. Then I have tried to install it into a 2 memory card, micro SD card in a mirror mode, but I do not know why it still do not want to install it either. But I have a successful attempt to install it in a single micro SD card, so that's what we are using today. Okay, it finally done. View log. Okay, everything is done. Now reboot time. Failed. Oh, okay. Remove the install medium. Okay, we are rebooting. Is it safe to show this on camera? Probably doesn't. I will need to blur that out. Bingo. Login. Welcome to Ubuntu, blah 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 blah. And we are in. Now I need to know the IP address of this thing. Okay, 1.2. Okay. Oh, I think I will set up the Ethernet via NetPlan on the SSH connection. I guess we are running out of battery now.
Okay, let's test if we could get in. User DMS, password, of course I won't tell you. And we are in. Now let's secure the authentication using a key file. Oops, forgot sudo. What I'm doing here is to set the password authentication flag into no. This flag will make the SSH daemon only accept key file as a login and do not ask for my password. After that was set, then I tried to upload my public key by putting the public key in the authorized key file under the SSH directory. Well, let's try it then. And it still asks for password. Oh yeah, I forgot to reset the daemon. wrong daemon name. But after one daemon reset later, it still asks for password. Apparently, Ubuntu uses the config a bit differently. Its config setup web interface, and that config is placed under the ssd underscore config.d. So after finish editing that file, log out, and I forgot to reset the daemon again. Log back in just to reset the goddamn daemon, and finally it worked. It denied me to use password. Now using my key file to login, and I got login. Yay! Next in our agenda is ZFS import. Of course, I searched it on the internet and I found an article from Oracle, the creator of ZFS. And here our pull from my old server. I will import it with a different name. After first importing the pool, it imported successfully and the pool is online. Checking the data briefly and the data is intact. Okay, the data is ready now. It's time to set up for the sharing of it. I use SMB to share my files because I unfortunately still use Windows as a direct driver for now. For the service, I use Samba and in script I showed you how to install it. After installing the Samba service, I wasting the time and editing the Samba configuration and shares added some shares configuration to it. I do not know what happened, but I think my VI just crashed. I could not press any button. After that crash was fixed, I added a share configuration that points to case on home/k and name it k home dir, saving the configuration file. And this time I surprisingly didn't forget to reset the SMBD service. The service is active and running again, and I think this should do. Uh-oh, it doesn't. To be frank with you, I forgot how to access SMB from Windows. I need to search it on the internet just to make sure it is the correct way to do that. And I think my way is correct. Uh, just for share doing the network number is wrong. That's why it can connect. Surprise, surprise, it didn't connect because I set the network number wrong. It's supposed to be 1, not 20. It is for later. And I realized that it is wrong. We do it again. And this time it would connect. But upon entering my credential, Samba do not accept it. Just we enter it just to make sure that I didn't wrongly enter my password. And it still do not want to connect. I knew I should run this command to set up the user account, but I want to use system password and not this password settings from Samba. So, duck to the rescue, and I found this. I implemented it. Security is equal user, password, sing yes. Try it out. Restarting the Samba daemon, checking if it's running, and trying it out. And it's still not working. Oh crap. Just for sanity check, I choose to create an open share of case directory. I do not recommend this if you running it in a production service. But that's what I can do and it got open. Yay. Not really sanity check, but just dopamine hit I guess. But I knew that it working. I immediately closed the open share. But as per usual, you have forget to reset the daemon after config change. But I'm concluding from the trial was the command and working, and I could not use the system password. So just a temporary mashup. I just run the command and using the Samba's password database. I think how do I explain this? I tried to use another username other than Draco's. It did not work. So just fuck it. I used Draco's username and his password. And it could connect. Yay! The connection is very, very slow. The next step that I did is to set up the LAN connection. So, to be able to use LAN connection, I need to set up the net plan. You could just type it from the beginning to end, but I choose to copy my existing one to another file because it is faster than typing it all from the beginning. But I only saved 2 lines of code there. Okay, checking the interface name, just making sure, inserting the address. That's the old configuration from my old server. Yes, we will have VLANs, but not in this video. In the next video where we gonna set up the IP camera, I just want to check if I could do what I'm thinking in my head by using /24 instead of 254.254.255.0. After setting up that configuration, I just realized that this network ain't connected to internet, so there is no purpose of DNS server routes. There is no need to do that. This network is direct connection only from my PC to the server. So to netpen apply, checking the IP. Yeah, the configuration is applied now. Okay, checking in from my laptop 20.5 and I could ping. Let's check the Samba connection. Clean again and we could open. And this time it is way faster than before. Okay, the outer where is my project? Project itu. And that's how you set up a NAS from a scratch using Ubuntu 24.04. Boring, wasn't it? Well, I hope that was at least informative to you. What I want you to get from this video is look up on the internet on what you want to do and search the error you get from the computer. You will probably will get to it. There will be a next section where I set up my CCTV system on this thing using FreeKit. Well, later, getters.